Hey, what's up, folks? Jonathan Edward here. I got into a big online debate with a Christian talking about what Jesus' views on slavery was. Now, normally I'm not really into all these little details because for me, the whole magic end of it, walking on water and the dead coming back to life and all that pretty much does it for me. But this dude, he's saying he believes all that stuff, and he doesn't believe that Jesus would endorse slavery. So, I'm going to take these glasses off. It's a little dark in here. So I threw this verse at him, Luke 12:47-48. It says, "The servant will be severely punished, for though he knew his duty, he refused to do it. But people who are not aware that they are doing wrong will be punished only lightly. Much is required from those to whom much is given, and much more is required from those to whom much more is given." So, not only does Jesus not speak out against slavery, but he also says it's okay to punish people lightly even though they didn't know they were doing anything wrong. That's a great idea. But anyways, I told him, I said, look, man, a slave is a slave. And he's like, no, you have to look up the original context and the Greek and blah blah. I'm like, okay, I'll do that because I have an unabridged concordance and I've looked it up, and here it is right here. The Greek word doulos, I think I'm pronouncing that right, and here's what it means: servant, slave. In the New Testament, a person owned as a possession for various lengths of time. Hebrew slaves no more than 7 years, Gentile slaves without time limit, of lower social status than free persons or masters. It also says slaves could earn or purchase their freedom. Well, it's pretty clear to me that a slave is a slave. I mean, if you're lower class than the master, and yeah, a person owned as a possession, whatever, man, it's slavery, alright? It's slavery. So, I mean, even if you look up the original Greek, it's pretty much an endorsement that it's slavery. And, this dude, he's cherry picking, and I'm sure he's heard this from his pastor or something, and, somebody's pointing out the verse, and they're like, oh, no, it's not the same. But, there were Christians back in pre-Civil War times that used this particular verse, to endorse their views on slavery and to tell people, hey, it's all right to have slaves. Jesus said it was cool. I mean, here it is right there. And I mean, it was a big deal. They used this and said this is why it's okay. And another thing is, if you're a Christian and you're handing out Bibles and you're like, oh no, here, take a Bible, read it, it'll change your life, save your soul. If somebody who has no idea about Christianity gets a free Bible and sits down and reads this verse, what do you think they're going to get out of it? Do you think they're going to go, oh, wait a minute, slavery's wrong? Yeah, that's what they're going to get out of it. Of course, when they get to the parts where Jesus walked on water, or, turn water to wine, they're probably going to be like, what? Huh? I mean, because, seriously, unless you have, a group of people, endorsing this stuff or teaching this stuff, I really don't think somebody's going to pull the Bible off a shelf somewhere, not knowing anything about it, read it and go, oh, this is it. This is what I was looking for. This all makes sense. No, I don't think so. But I just think that if somebody were to read this verse, they're going to go, ooh, slavery. This guy Jesus says slavery's okay. And as a matter of fact, you can beat people that didn't know they were doing wrong. Well, that's wonderful. Anyways, yeah, so I just thought I'd throw that at you since I was into it right now. And so yeah, slavery. Slavery, good or bad? What do you think?